Cooperative grouping, that's another way to keep children on task, because they're often fueled by their peers. You know, they're less likely to give up if they don't have to bear the burden of the whole answer. Then here, three of us here together, and so each person has to contribute something so that we come up with one solution. And also increase the kind of feedback that's given to students. When you grade a paper, do you say, in order to improve this grade, you could have done such and such? Your grade would have been higher had you added more of this, or you left out these things. So it's not enough just to write the grade on the paper. Give a simple little one-word, one-sentence kind of comment that's specific to that child's outcome. Oh, provide options for self-regulation. Provide guidelines for goal setting with students. Provide ideas of personal goals. Goal setting may be one of the areas that might be most critical, but it probably has been addressed very little. What do you think? You know, many times we just assume students know what it is they're going to do or want to do or whatever, but have we ever, have you ever asked your student to say, what is your goal for this class? What do you expect to get from this class? What do you want to do by the time you're 20, 25? Can they even set a short-term goal? Let's look at this grading period. What is your goal for this grading period? You're taking 7 courses, 5 courses. Do you want to pass 5 courses, or do you want to not pass 5 courses? Goals. We set them all the time, don't we? But do we ever ask our students about the goals that they set? And we don't have to wait until they're seniors in high school to do that. Could you do goal setting with young children? Sure. If in terms of behavior, Ann is pulling 5, 6, 7 strips a day. Could Ann have a goal? Said, Ann, what do we want to do about these 7 strips? Could Ann says, well, I don't want to pull 7 strips. Okay, so Ann, what does Ann want to do? She wants to decrease the number of strips that she's pulling due to inappropriate behavior. Is that a goal? Is that a reasonable goal? Sure it is. When you write goals for your students, for your school improvement, don't your goals sound pretty much like that? Based on your data, you want to increase the number of students who are meeting standards of CRCT, Georgia High School, no, that's gone. EOCT, or some of those things. Is that not right? So we use goals all the time. We just need to be more deliberate in the way we use them with our students. Another way, look at conflict resolution. Can they solve problems? Because that's what conflict resolution is. It helps them to solve problems, make tough decisions about certain incidents, and then they come up with a what? Resolution. And so I'm sure in any given classroom there will be a conflict of some kind. And we can use those opportunities to teach those conflict resolution skills. Student self-assessment. Did you do as well as you like to do? You know, what do you think you could have done to improve it? Do many of you use journals in your classroom? Can those journals be comparable to that what? Self-assessment diary? How do we teach students to be reflective? You know, we think about being reflective. At the end of the day, do you sometimes say, I don't know where the day went, I didn't get a thing done? Has that happened to any of you? Or there are some days when you said, boy, it was a long day, but I sure got a lot done. Are you being reflective? Sure. Can we teach that to students? And as we do, then they're learning ways to become more engaged in their learning process. Here are some other cognitive engagement strategies. There are many times A on the paper is good, B, C on paper, I passed. You know, C's a passing. But sometimes that grade is not the most important thing, but it's the what? Effort. What if the best a child could do is a C? What if the best is a D? But he worked until the end, the task was completed. Praise the effort. Because it's so easy to get caught up in the grades. You know, I had a college professor who said, you know, I don't get really excited about gifted students and honor students. Give me a C student every day because they have good work ethics. They've already learned that I have to what? Work to get it. And he said, that is your best student. So, again, we're talking what? Effort. Okay? So sometimes when maybe the child didn't score as high, but you know they gave it their best effort, then praise the effort. Secondly, we can look at, do students understand there's life after high school? Do you think they really think about it? Some do. Some sort of come to school knowing when I leave here, I'm going to college. Usually, you know, because they are coming from homes that value education. But what about the students who come from homes where somebody's not reading, there's no high school diploma, they may not see beyond high school, but there are many ways that we can show them those things and point them in that direction.